Hello everyone, and welcome back to the lands of ice. We are here with the young survivors of the most recent island that was lost to ice. Let's go through all of them really quickly, just because that was such a mad scramble to have babies born last time. I'm not even sure who's who or if they've even all received the proper names. I do know that they are currently led and watched over by our new nicheling god of lava and new lands, Maprik, also known as Magma, who is the lava fire son of our nicheling god Yuki. So I'm very excited to have Maprik in the tribe now, and I'm also very grateful that he was able to guide us across the ice bridge safely this time. All 7 nichelings made it, and we have 20 days on this island before it too will freeze over and we must leave for new lands. I am so glad that most of the tribe was actually able to make it this time, because last time we left islands we sadly lost one of our females, so it's very good to see that everybody is here. But let's go ahead and kind of smooth our fur. Let's try to like warm up a little bit, because no doubt they are quite chilled from the icy waters. Maybe being near Maprik might be a little bit of a benefit. Is everybody warm right now? Yes, it looks like everybody is currently warmed up, and I love the idea that they're warmed up because Maprik, the god of lava, is next to them. He also has heat body, so he does have the ability to endure the cold that they are currently surrounded in. In fact, how soon until we unlock heat body? I think yes, look at that. 19 out of 35. We are almost halfway there to unlocking heat body and forever leaving Maprik's influence on the tribe. And I think heat body would be amazing to have for most of our nichelings so that they would stay warm on the island. We'll talk more about that in a second. Let's look at some of the others. We still have Ra-an, who is our saber-tooth nicheling. She is still here, and I'm so grateful because she is the original bearer of the saber-tooth fangs. Hopefully all of her children will be able to pass those on. Let's see. She also has Ricora, who is one of her daughters. So I'm going to go ahead and give her blue icons because Ricora is her daughter. I'm going to change Mathic's icons to orange. I don't think he's related. He might be semi-related to some of the nichelings here. We'll have to check in a second. In this challenge, as you guys know from the rules listed in the video description and previous episodes, if direct siblings mate, there's a penalty. So I just try to keep the gemstones lined up so I know which family group is which. Duar is not related to Ra-an, I believe. Duar, who is your mother? Yeah, Duar is not related to Ra-an. Ra-an's children are Nunukir and Rakora, and I think we're gonna go ahead and rename this little guy. His father was Duktata. I wish he had gotten his spots, that would have been cool. So we're gonna name him Takir, like this, Takir, so that he can inherit kind of that habit of dragging out the A vowel that his mother had. And then what color are we making her? Blue? Okay, so he is also going to have blue. And I do believe Duktata, oh my gosh, Duktata, no! So basically everybody in this tribe now, except for Ra-an and Maprik, happen to be half siblings. Well, I was desperately trying to make sure Hammertail would get back in the tribe, so we're gonna have to give pretty much everybody penalties. Ra-an might be able to have a child. Who could she have a child with that would result in no penalty? Basically, she can have a child with Duar and Maprik with no penalties, so we might make that happen. We don't really need Duars. I mean, it's kind of pointless with Duar. Maprik, it might be the most useful for her to have children with, and they have good immunity. But we'll worry about that when we get to baby having pretty soon here. But alright, Fui, that's going to make things a little bit darn interesting. Alright, so we have that group. So we have Takir and we have Rakora, who all of these nichelings over here, all the nichelings who are not Ra-an and Maprik all share the same father. Fui. that makes things a little bit frustrating. Mathic, you may have many children with the females that we have left. These others, Duar, I think they're all siblings too, so now we know that. All right, so Duar is the child of Kuar and Duktata. And then we have little Resi, who needs renamed, and she is the child of Kuar and Duktata. So Resi, I'm gonna, and you have little whiskers. I'm gonna actually name her, I see. Yeah, I see. Just because that's kind of a cute name, and she is on the ice. So they are here, and she has purr snout. So we do have 2 purr-snouted females, one of whom has recessive saber fangs. Do I have, and Tak here has recessive saber fangs as well. He might end up having to mate with his sister, as terrible as that is, because they could possibly pass on both saber fangs, heat body, and wow, they could pass on saber fangs, heat body, and hammertail. So those are pretty good genes. All right, I've spent a little bit of a long time like looking over the genes really quickly, but just getting that hammertail is really important. And Ravrak here, Ravara, you are the child of Koar and Duktata. So yeah, everybody's half siblings this time. Bowie. However, you know who's not our half siblings now that we have reviewed all of the surviving nichelings? Whoever is hiding inside of these icebergs. So I was thinking, how are we going to, and you know, the nichelings are gathered, huddled, warm together as Mathic's warmth kind of seeps over all of them on this new island, staring in awe at its size. This is the largest island any of them have ever seen. How will they search it? How will they gather up the food they need? How will they fulfill their survival by finding the prehistoric nichelings that rumor has it are scattered upon this island? And I realized this is a very cold island, so any nicheling we send out will be chilled and they would have to travel in packs. Except for Mathic, the nicheling god of lava, of heat, new lands, and who believes in burning through your life in order to advance creation. Well, he is going to be the one to go and gather all of the nichelings, because he can do it. He is the only nicheling we have who will not be affected by the cold and does not need to have companionship, but can instead travel across the island, gather up the prehistoric nichelings, and with the power and the authority that his father, Yuki, the snow god, has left with him, he is insisting that everyone begin to move their way over and prepare to flee to the next island as soon as they collect all of the prehistoric nichelings who still stay frozen in ice here. We're going to end up on a swamp island next time, like we talked about last time. There's 10 ports. I don't know if we want to take 10 nichelings, we'll see. And then we're probably going to want to island hop. We're going to do the same rule we had with the Yukir tribe, where if we are not on a snowy island, we cannot have children, like they can't be born. Because the whole point is that like the world is being covered in ice. We don't have an ice portal that we can actually go through, unfortunately. So we just have to keep going until we find another snowy island. So we just won't be able to have children on the other lands because we'll imagine the ice is just cracking and chasing right behind us. So now that we've got all that set up, prepare to strap in for a lot of adventure. We're gonna get started with Mathic jumping up here. We're going to go ahead and we are going to have Duar come down with Mathic's permission. And the very first act that they have upon this new land, staring up at Mathic as he has all of this heat radiating off of his majestic body, is to free the new nicheling and add them to their tribe for the survival of everyone. So who is this going to be? Wait, hello, buddy. Hammertail! Unce, 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 unce! Hammertail, and we have recessive heat body and recessive cracker jaw. May the blessings be upon your head, Mr. Acorn. Like Acop? I'm gonna name him Acop. Acorn top pushed together basically, because his little tail looks just like little acorn tops. Oh my gosh, I love him. But we have Hammertail safely in. I don't have to breed my siblings. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. That makes me so happy. So that is a cause for celebration. I think Mathic would be extremely pleased and tempted to kind of crow his delight from atop this little stump if he didn't have such important work to do. I also think that he is partial to nichelings with red fur, like red fur. So he might say to Takir and Duar, the two males with the red manes. I guess the females, are they like red or brown? They're kind of brownish, and these are like red pattern manes. So technically these are like the reddest nichelings. And also, you know, Acop has red pattern as well. I think he would tell all of the redheads that they're in charge. So that might be Mathic's sort of sign, is that he thinks redheads have the fiery change needed to be able to take care of the tribe. So he's going to tell them they're in charge and to get everybody safely over, because last time we really risked having babies too far away from the next portal. So he wants everybody to start kind of getting comfortable by the portal before we really get going with having babies. So that means all the pregnant nichelings need to get moving. Takir, you're gonna help out. Ra, she's not very fast. Neither is Ra An. But all of the pregnant nichelings are gonna get moving. Rakora will go as well. She can go ahead and stand up here. There we go. Hopefully that group will stay warm. Hopefully this group will stay warm. But everybody is supposed to stay together is basically the lesson. And I think Acop is kind of slightly dazed. He didn't expect to find himself amidst other nichelings again. We also need to keep him near everybody. Yes! All right. So this is quite a shock to him, but I'm so grateful because it does mean that we will have Hammertail. So hopefully everybody will stay warm. The only one who's not warm is Rakora, because I think she's up on top of that tree trunk. And then Mathic will go ahead and rush off, because he is off to unlock the other icebergs. All right, let's do this. We have got this, you guys. I am so excited. Welcome. Welcome, little cop. This is going to be awesome. And Mathic, you are like freaking amazing. But I am a little sad because that means we have a gene we already got before. We've had a lot of Hammertails. They seem extremely popular. Wonderful! And the purr effect is having a great effect on the tribe. You can see where Rakora is already kind of frozen a little bit. So we need to be careful with that. Let's go ahead and have everybody start scooching along. Alright, there we go. And then I think we'll let the pregnant nichelings go first, as far as they can. And then there's some nesting material. We might need that nesting material, so I'm not going to pass it up. And then can I keep the pregnant nichelings warm? I think I can. Yeah, I can get all the way over here. Let's gather that. And then, yeah, and then I can actually do a quick purr so that everybody stays nice and happy. And a quick dig. Yes! All right, so we've got some food. So the tribe is moving in a group effectively. We're starting to get some fur, or some food, and some purring going. I'm a little concerned because we haven't found a good source of food yet, but let's keep moving with Mathic. He is going to use his godly senses inherited from his father to shoot straight for the next iceberg. All right, we still have 18 days left here, which is actually quite a bit. Oh, and I love the beautiful chime sounds of everything. And Rakora can actually be healed with help from Icy. Normally, if we had a person out of nicheling in the past, they were not able to be healed. But now that we have two of them, we should be quite happy and okay. All right, let's keep moving, and then we'll be over next to all of this bunnel hunting spot, several hot springs, and then we can kind of slow down. We will gather nesting material, though. Everybody will kind of chip in and collect a little bit, because the pregnant females will probably need to have their nest soon. All right, let's keep moving, and then move again. I just want to gather as much nesting material as I can. It's very important. And yeah, the pregnant females are quite a bit slower, so we do want to be mindful not to kind of leave them too much. Oh wait, you're not pregnant, Icy. You're actually ready to take on a mate of your own. We'll have to consider which one to give you. And kind of keep everybody close. Duar can actually jump up there. Hopefully soon. Okay, now the pregnant nichelings come waddling their way through. Alright, hopefully that'll keep everybody warm. And then we'll come back over to Mathic. And he is working his way down the mountain. Oh, this is so cool. Alright. Back over here. We need to establish a good little camping spot. Oh, I love hearing that. Look at that. And all of that grew back so quickly. Alright. Takir is going to stay back and collect up some of that because we do need... Now we have enough for 2 nests. Yes. All right. Our pregnant nichelings, including... We probably should have Ra-On go ahead and have her child soon. So she's going to climb up here and we're going to go ahead and let her make a nest on top of this spot. It's kind of further than I wanted from the... from this location where we're actually at the portal, but there's no grass in between it, so we can move very quickly, and we are able to illuminate so much of the area and perhaps start looking for some bunnels. There is not a lot of food yet, is there? All right, let's gather some of that for more nesting material, and then I think I'm actually gonna have Ra maybe nest much closer to the side of the bunnels and the hot springs. I mean, we do still have 17 days left. So maybe I should have her nest up here to illuminate this area. But I think if we had somebody nest down here, it would make more sense because this is where the bunnel hills are. So, all right, she's going to want to be closer to the bunnels because she's hungry. All right, and Icy... Now we need to start spreading out looking for resources a little bit. So I'm gonna have Icy jump up here, and a cop is here, and he's actually he's fast and he's good at bunnel hunting. So he's gonna come over here to kind of be ready to scout for bunnels. And then Rokora is chilled. Yeah, we're getting a little chilled. I need to be slightly more careful. All right, let's try gathering some roots because we're getting a little low on food too. All right, gotta be careful. And then down here, yes, down here, Mathic has made it to the next iceberg. So we will be able to see the other nicheling inside the ice, and then there will just be one more before we kind of round over, gather the resources that we can, and then get off this island. Is that a leech? It's a leech! Alright, not ideal, but it's a better source of food than nothing. So alright, let's go ahead and see what Ra-On's next child will be. Another little girl! Wonderful! Sasisi! Which I kind of like. I think I'm gonna name her C. There we go. She's got recessive female peacock tail, saber fangs, and let's see, she's got double claw. She wants to be quite the fighter. She doesn't have displayed saber fangs. She has purr snout, but she has saber fangs recessive and is quite the fighter. Holy cow. So that'll be quite helpful. No bunnels yet, which concerns me. We really do need that food. We'll have to figure out what to do about food and the chill pretty soon. All right, and then over here, let's go ahead and finish up by having Mathic discover. Oh, he doesn't have very long to live either. But having Mathic discover the next nicheling trapped in the ice who will hopefully save the fate of this tribe. So, let's do this. With a little bit, can you just imagine how cool it would be, like holding up a glowing paw, his heat and lava powers working to unlock... You beautiful, beautiful creature, you! Look at these horns! Mega horns have come to the tribe, and what a beautiful, beautiful face they are on. So, alright guys, we now have a mega horn female with recessive bird beak and recessive heat body! Woo! Mathic, I found you a mate, I think. And they actually even match up. Wonderful. But we now have a new gene unlocked and hopefully will begin to make its way into the tribe. The challenge is to have... right now, we technically have 3 of the 6 prehistoric genes displayed. If we had 3 of the other genes displayed, then we would win and we would say that the tribe was able to be self-sufficient, but we don't. And we won't be able to because this island can only hold 1 more and we're missing 3 genes. But this is exciting. The story is developing and we are getting closer. So all right guys, we are gonna have to go ahead and figure out what we are going to do next. I kind of think Ra'an needs to have like 1 last child really quickly, possibly with a cop, but that does mean that we would use up all of our current nesting material. And we're gonna need to see who is in the 3rd and final iceberg and then make some hard decisions about what to do. So far this island is not offering up any food. All right. So, food, survival, and then intrigue, icebergs, and more next time. So if you guys could, do please leave a like to toss a little treat to our nichelings so they can continue to survive, and consider subscribing to join us for this and literally thousands more adventures. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.